Hello explorers, welcome to today's video. In this video I'm going to show you how to fill your DAAD application form for your DAAD scholarship. This form is the form you need to fill. It's also known as the green form because it's green in color, which you use to fill your details and the program you're applying for the DAAD scholarship. In this video I'm going to show you the step-by-step guide of how you need to fill this document. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. If you're a new viewer, welcome to the channel. This is Adaeze. Here I share opportunities, especially your fully funded opportunities around the world, and I also share my tour vlogs and lifestyle here in Germany. Kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post another amazing content like this one. This video came in handy due to the several requests I have obtained from some scholars that are trying to apply for this scholarship, who are asking for some clarification of some certain details in the DAAD scholarship form. And as a current DAAD scholarship holder, I'm going to tell you what I filled and how I fill them in this form. So I believe if you do same, your form is good to go and you will be qualified for your documents to be reviewed further for the scholarship. You can find the DAAD application form on the home page of DAAD scholarship. Under the application documents, you will see the DAAD application form. If you click on it, the form will open. So this is the form. That's why I said earlier, this form is called the green form. So you need to fill this form along with your application for the DAAD scholarship. Here now, you now download it to your computer. Open the downloaded document with any PDF editor of your choice. In this case, I use my Microsoft Edge application to open the document. So here is the application form. Some people print this out and then fill it by hand, but I believe that typing it in will make it look more neat. So I will advise you to type it in on your computer before printing it out. So let's start filling this form right now. Here is name. You put in your name. If your middle name appears in all your documents, you fill it at this point. You include your name, your first name, middle name, and your surname. So in this case, I'll be using the name of this YouTube channel. So I'm going to use Adaeze Explores. The next option is your nationality. So here you fill in the country you're coming from, your home country. So in this case, Nigerian. And then at this point, you choose the type of that program you're applying for. You know that have different scholarship sections. There is one for development related courses and there is one for leadership, and so many of them here as you can see. And there is also those that are not listed. If the one you are applying for is not listed here, you select this order and then type in the name here manually. But in this case, I'll be assuming that we are applying for the development related courses, which is this. That is the DAAD epos scholarship. So you select this. That is it for this page. This is the next page. If you can see, the name is already here. So if you fill your name on the first page, it will automatically appear on the header of the whole document. So here now is the space for your passport photograph. In this case, you don't need to staple it. All you need to do after filling this form, when you print it out to sign it, you now attach your passport here. Just place it there and then scan it. You can scan with your phone or you can scan with a normal scanner, but make sure that your picture is just placed here. Don't staple. Then here you put in your family name. Now you know, firstly you stated your names. Now they want to know which name is your family name or your surname. So in this case we use Explore since that's what we are using. Then here you fill in your first name and your middle name if you are using your middle name too. Then here you fill in your sex, male or female. Here you fill in your academic title if you already have one. Here you fill your date of birth. First the day, the month, and then the year. Let's assume 2nd of February of 1990. Then here the place of birth. This place of birth should tally with what you have on your international passport. So check your international passport. Any place of birth you have there, you put it in this point. Let me assume maybe Lagos State. So here you fill in your country of birth. In this case, Nigeria. And then here you fill in if you're single or married. If you're married, you tick here. If you're single, you tick here. Let me tick on married. Then here you put in the number of kids. If you have 2, 1, or you don't have any kids yet, you fill it in here. Then here is for your country of permanent residence, so you fill in the country. In this case is Nigeria. And then here you fill in your address. Make sure that the address here is also the address on your CV. So fill in your address. Here you put in your postcode. If you don't know the postcode of the area you are, you can search it online. Then here you fill in the same thing, the country of this address. So here you fill in your email address. So in this case we'll be using adaeze@gmail.com. Here you fill in your secondary school details, maybe Lagos State Secondary School. Then here you fill in the month you entered the secondary school. Here you can see from. All you need to state is the month and then the year. So maybe you entered the secondary school in September of 2005. Then here, when you finish the secondary school, maybe July of 2011, depending. Here you fill in the type of education you took at the end of your secondary school education. This can be your senior school certificate or anyone that is obtainable in your home country. So in this case in Nigeria is the senior school certificate examination, which is also known as the SSCE. Then here you type in the original name of the exam that you took. So for scholars from Nigeria, this can be your WASC or your GCE. So anyone you wrote, you put it in here. Let me fill in West African Senior School Certificate. Then here you type in the date it was awarded. You can find these details on your WAEC certificate. Let's assume we got the certificate in the 2nd of July of 2011. And then here you type in your results. If you wrote English in your WASC, you type in English language. You can just stop it here. Then you put in your grade, maybe dash, maybe you scored B3 in it, you type in B3. Then the next course you took was physics, you type in physics. Then you type in, you can put a dash, then you put in your grade. Then you type in the next subject, chemistry. Then you type in the grade, maybe you had a C6. Then you type in the next one, which may be your mathematics. So maybe in this one you had an A1. This is basically how you type in your subject. Depending on the subjects on your WAEC certificate, you fill it in at this point. So that is it for filling it. This place is a long place. You can put in all the subjects here, so you continue to type it. And then here you type in your higher education, that is your university education. From which year? Maybe you entered your university from 2012 to 2017. You fill in the name of the school, maybe University of Nigeria and Nsukka, depending on your school. Then here you fill in the course, the subject you studied. In this case, civil engineering. If you are going for your PhD, there's need for you to fill in the next education here, maybe your master's. You fill in the year and the school where you did your master's. This place is not necessary. This place is for those that are still in school, but if your program, you must have graduated and have 2 years experience, so you don't need to fill anything here. So this place should be blank. You go to the next one, currently affiliated institution. You don't have any, but if you have an affiliated institution, you can put it in here. The degrees held, what are the degrees you have? Then here you fill in the date, the month and the year that is on your degree certificate. Let's assume maybe our degree certificate has maybe the 2nd of July of 2017. Then here the degrees you have, maybe Bachelor of Engineering. Then here you type in the subjects based on what you already have. Then here you type in the degree results. If is it first class, is it second class upper, is it second class lower, so anything you have, you can put it here. This one is degrees expected before taking up the possible scholarship. This is if you are still in school and you have not graduated. This one is duration of planned stay in Germany. How long are you planning to stay in Germany? If it is for 24 months, depending on your program, you can find this on the program. And if it is for 18 months, if it is for 12 months, depending, so you fill it in. Here I'm assuming that we are going for a 2 years master's program. Then here you type in scholarship, when you want to hold the scholarship, the date and the year. So you fill in the month, the day, the month, and then the year, which is next year 2024. And then maybe your program will be done by the 30th of October of 2026. So that is it for this one. Then here you fill in choice of host university or institution in Germany. So which university will you be studying in Germany? So you put it in here. If you are going for only one course, you just fill in one university here. But if you are going for like 2 or 3 courses, so you fill in the different courses in your order of preference, how you selected them and how you wrote your letter of motivation based on the one that is your first choice, second choice and third choice. But if you are going for only one, and in this video I will be assuming that we are applying for only one course. This is the development related brochure where you have the list of courses, and here I'm assuming that we are going for water resources and environmental management at the University of Hanover. So all you need to do, you fill in the details of this course to your form. Then the name of the institution is University of Hanover. Then here is asking you, why have you chosen this particular institution? If you have any reason, you can state it here, but in this case there is no reason, you can leave it empty. Then here they will ask you, have contacts been made? Do you know anyone in the school? Have you made any contact? So as you're a new applicant, you don't have any contact, so you tell them no. If you tell them yes, you now fill in the name. Question number 8 is chosen field of study specialization at this German university you stated above. So you type in the course. I will assume that I'm going for water resources management. So this is it, water resources management, which is what nev. Question number 9, do you intend to obtain a degree? Yes, you need to obtain a degree. So what's the name of the degree? You can come in here and see here that this VOTNEV is MSc, that is Masters of Science. So you come in here and type in your master. You can in brackets put MSc. The next question is under here, you say if so at the German host institution. Yes, you are obtaining it from the institution you stated above, that's the host institution. But if you are not obtaining it from this institution, you can put no and then fill in the name of the institution you're obtaining it from. The next question here is, please only outline your project here and attach precise and detailed description on separate sheets. So you can put in your outline, what's your study research in this area, what is your course revolving around. So in this case, since I'm going for water resources management, maybe I can say groundwater management. So just find in different things in your within the scope of your course and fill it in here. Sustainable water resources, so depending, so this is how you fill it in here. You can fill in 1, 2 depending on how many you want to fill. Then here he's asking which academic referees have you submitted a report for this application. If you are going with 1 academic referee or 2 academic referees, you fill in their name here. It can be your employer or your university school lecturer or professor, anyone you're going with, so put their name here. The next question is, since when and where have you been learning German? If you have not started learning German, just leave it blank. But if you have started, you can fill in when you started and where you're learning it. But it's not important because you will still do your language course before you commence your studies here in Germany. Then the next question is knowledge of other languages. Which other languages do you know? Here you can fill in your English language. If you are very good in it, or you're good or fair, so anyone you are, you fill it in here. So I assume very good. Then you can fill in also your native language or any other language you know. So when you fill it here, you fill in your level. So that's it. Here, have you received a DAAD scholarship in the past? If you have received before, you tell them yes. In this case, I'm assuming we have not received the scholarship before, so my response will be no. So if your response here is no, then the next one is, have you been sponsored by other institutions? No, I have not been sponsored. Are you applying for another DAAD program this same period? No. If you're applying for another program, you can tell them yes, and then you state the program at this point. Then this next question is, are you currently applying to other institutions? If you're applying to other institutions, you tell them yes, but in this case, we are not applying to any other institution. Then here is asking you, if yes, what decision have you received? I'm not applying to any institution, so I don't have any response. So you leave this place empty. Then now this is the last page. The next question here is previous visits abroad for study for at least 1 month. I have not traveled abroad for studies, but if you have traveled maybe for internship or any other studies, maybe if you are going for your PhD and you have done your master's abroad or anything, so you can fill it in at this point. But in this case, we have not traveled abroad. Now here, you now fill in, please complete this space with practical or professional work experience during or after your higher education. Now here you fill in your work experience. If you see here, it's saying from to dash. So you put in when you started your work. Maybe we started the work in 2019, then we are still at the workplace, so to this 2023. Then here they're asking you where, so you fill in the name of the company. So I will assume that we're working at Water Management Nigeria Limited. Here now your position, maybe you are a graduate engineer, or you are a civil, or you're a water engineer. So anyone you are, fill in the capacity you are working in the country. You can be a hydraulic engineer. So that's it for here. Then if you worked in maybe different places, you can also fill in the year and then the place you worked and in which capacity you worked in that place. Then here, present professional occupation, please enclose written proof. If you're going for development oriented courses, you need to submit your work certificate. So in this case, the position on your work certificate, which is also the position is stated in here, you would type in the capacity you're working in the company. Maybe you are the hydraulic engineer, so you fill it in here. I can here type it in full, hydraulic engineer. Then you also attach your work certificate. Make sure that your job description in that work certificate is the same thing you're stating here. Then the next question is, will you be granted leave of absence for your study in Germany? Yes, you will be granted leave. So you put it in here. So if you be granted leave, you will need to get a letter from your employer stating that you will be allowed to travel for your studies. Then the next question here is, if so, will leave be paid? Will you be paid when you are away? So if it is yes, you put in yes, but I will assume is no, I will not be paid when I'm away. Then the next question is, what professional career do you envisage? So what do you want to achieve after your studies? Maybe a water resource engineer, or depending, is individual specific. So anything you want, you can put in there. Then here they're asking you, what are your extracurricular activities? As you apply for this scholarship and you know you are traveling, if you tell them that you like to travel, so traveling is your hobby, if you like cooking, if you like dancing, so anything you can do, just put it here at this point. And then maybe meeting friends or networking, so anyone, so just fill in your hobbies at this point. This is okay. Then here other information, remarks which seem important to you in connection with this application. Do you have any other additional remark or anything you want to tell them? You can put it at this point, but in this case, I'm not telling them anything. This is already okay for me. And then here, name and address of person to be notified in case of emergency. So in this case, if you're married, you can put the name of your spouse. If you're not married, you can put the name of your siblings or your father or any of your contact person you want to use for this application. So you fill in the person's name and details here, and then at this point you put in where are you filling this form from. Maybe I'm in Lagos State, then so I'll fill in Lagos State. Then here the dates that you're filling this form, so I will assume maybe the 29th of August of 2023. Then here is for your signature. So at this point we are done filling this form. All you need to do is to save it as a PDF, then you print it out. After printing it out, you use your pen and sign at this point. After signing, you now attach your passport photograph. Just place your passport here, then you scan the whole document again and then upload it for your application. So friends, we have come to the end of this video. Kindly give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. I have done videos about this scholarship. Kindly watch that video and start your application. It's really a nice opportunity for you to study for free here in Germany. This scholarship covers even your flight. So please seize this opportunity. Apply, and then let's wait for the good news, and definitely we are going to receive good news. So friends, thank you so much, my explorers. Take good care of yourself and see you in my next video by God's grace. Till then, bye.